All right, deep divers, buckle up, because today we are diving deep into the abyss of procrastination.
Oh, yes. We are going to conquer that beast once and for all.
And you know, the funny thing is, the weapons we're using are ridiculously simple.
Deceptively simple right
Yeah,
now.
we're talking two super easy rules that I stumbled across in this productivity video I saw online.
Well, they do say the best solutions are often the simplest ones.
Absolutely. Okay, so rule number one is called the 2-minute do-it-now rule.
All right, I like the sound of that already.
Right. So basically it's this: if you have a task that's going to take you less than 2 minutes,
Yeah.
just do it right then and there.
Oh, makes sense.
Like the video used the example of taking out the trash,
Oh, yeah.
you know, instead of letting it pile up for days.
Oh, yeah. I am so guilty of that.
Right. Just like get up and take it out. Boom. Done.
I think what makes this so effective is it really tackles that initial hurdle of procrastination.
Oh, totally. Because it's like our brains just like overthink things sometimes.
It's that inertia, right? It's getting started. That's always the hardest part.
So true.
Yeah.
So what I like about this rule is it forces you to just take action.
Yeah, and you know what? Once you start doing those little things right away, it creates a momentum.
Oh, yeah.
You start to build this bias toward action.
Okay, so I am picturing like a snowball effect.
Exactly.
Where it's just like you do one tiny thing, then another and another.
Yeah, and it keeps getting bigger.
Yeah.
And before you know it, you are just like this productivity machine
I love it.
crushing your to-do list.
Yeah, it's like you're training your brain to just do things instead of putting them off.
It's like building that mental muscle, right?
Yes, exactly. And it's so easy to find those little 2-minute tasks throughout the day,
Yeah.
right? Like replying to a quick email,
That's a good one.
putting away your shoes.
Yes.
I don't know, just like little things around the house or at work that you can just knock out quickly.
And you know what? All those tiny tasks, they really add up.
Yeah, and it clears your mind too, right?
Absolutely. It's like decluttering your mental space as well.
Yeah, no more of those like nagging thoughts in the back of your head.
Oh, exactly.
Okay, so the 2-minute do it. Now, rule is great for like tackling those small tasks.
Yeah.
But what about those bigger, scarier goals that just feel overwhelming?
Ah, yes. The Mount Everest of our to-do lists.
Right, like writing a whole book or training for a marathon.
That's where our second rule comes in, the 2-minute start small rule.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
So this one comes from James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits.
Oh, I love that book.
Great book. And his idea is to basically break down those massive tasks into tiny 2-minute chunks.
Wait, so instead of like, I don't know, saying I'm going to write for an hour today,
Right?
I would say, okay, I'm going to open my laptop and write for 2 minutes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or instead of saying, I'm going to work out for an hour,
Yeah.
you would say, I'm going to put on my workout clothes for 2 minutes.
That is brilliant
Right?
because it just like removes that mental barrier.
It does.
Like, oh my God, this is such a huge task.
It just feels so much easier to start.
Yeah, and once you start, it's like, okay, well, I'm already here.
Right.
Might as well keep going for a little bit longer.
Exactly. And you know what? Even if you only do that 2 minutes,
Mm.
you've still made progress.
Right.
You're building that consistency.
And that consistency is what really matters in the long run.
It's the key to forming those lasting habits.
The example that really stood out to me in the video was about building a study habit.
Oh, yeah.
So like if you're trying to study every day, start by just committing to 2 minutes.
2 minutes a day.
Yeah.
It sounds ridiculous, but
Yeah.
it works.
Because it's not about the amount of time you spend studying initially.
Yeah.
It's about making it a habit.
It's about becoming the kind of person who studies regularly.
Okay, so it's like we're tricking ourselves into becoming the best version of ourselves.
In a way, yes, because you're proving to yourself that you can do it.
Even if it's just for a tiny amount of time.
Exactly. And then you build on that.
I mean,
So to recap, we've got the 2-minute do it now rule for those small tasks.
yeah.
Knock them out right away, build momentum.
And the 2-minute start small rule for breaking down those bigger goals.
Make those intimidating tasks feel manageable.
And just get started.
And you know what the really cool thing about these rules?
Mm-hmm.
You can apply them to so many different areas of life.
That's true.
It's not just about productivity.
Right.
Think about your relationships, your personal growth, your health.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what if you applied the 2-minute do it now rule to expressing gratitude to loved ones?
Oh, I love that.
Or the 2-minute start small rule to facing a fear?
Okay, so it's like these rules are kind of like a life hack.
I think so. They're a way of approaching any challenge with a more manageable mindset.
I love it.
Yeah.
So, deep divers, I challenge you to try out these 2 rules this week
Yes. Experiment with them.
and see how they work for you.
And let us know how it goes. We'd love to hear your stories.
Yeah. Share your wins, big and small.
Until next time, happy diving.
Keep on diving deep, everybody.